All right, so you've seen we were prepping out a vehicle, and I want to shoot this one with you guys because you know I'm a big fan of the candy paint. But if I was not gonna candy paint something for myself, the next color would be a black, because you get the maximum reflection off of black. And to me, there's nothing prettier than a beautiful black paint job. Yes, it is a lot to take care of because you see everything on it, but if you have a show car, to me, there is nothing like it. Especially when you're spraying the water base, because the way the water base looks, once it lays down with a black, is unbeatable to me in any other type of paint application, other than some years ago, we used to use the single stage and then maybe add some clear on top of it. But with the water base, it lays down so flat, the coverage is so great, and you do not have a lot of mils of paint. That is gonna help you with less dieback from the clear coat. So you guys know we use a top of the line premium Glazerite paint. We're gonna shoot this one with you today, and by the end of it, we're gonna be able to almost shave in this paint job. All right, so these are the parts. They are all prepped out. We have a new fender, we have a door for blend, we've got another side here with a little bit of a blend on it, a new bumper, and a hood. These were all prepped out as our normal prep is, 400 DA on our new parts. I like to go over my raw bumpers with a gray scuff pad just to check over them to see if there's any nicks in them. Yes, you don't have to because we have a premium sealer here which sticks to these as long as you clean it and you don't have to scuff it. That's one extra step that I do that always, to me, helps me out because you'll end up seeing nicks that you wouldn't have seen if you didn't run over it. So I recommend doing that. We're gonna go ahead, this has already been cleaned down. We're gonna hit it with our sealer on our new E-coated parts, and then we are gonna move into the water base. So in this video, we are gonna be doing a giveaway, and I'm excited to give it to you guys. You guys know I always try to help out the channel. When I get something, I wanna give it back to you. So stay tuned as we slick out this beautiful black paint job, and you guys get chances to win a nice giveaway. That is the sealer application. And one thing I love about the Glazerite sealer in the black is that it is a dark black. A lot of the other companies like PPG will have more of a gray, which doesn't help you out with the coverage when you're doing the black vehicles. Even though we have that great coverage from Glazerite, the less product you put on a vehicle, the better it's gonna look. And if any of you guys have ever ran into a problem where you had to apply more paint to a job, you've noticed the dieback, whether it's solvent or water-based. The more product you put on, the longer the times are for the evaporation of the water or the reducer in the solvent base. So don't think that the more paint you put on something, the better it looks. Even when it comes to the clear coat, you guys have seen if you put multiple amounts of clear, it'll dye back and even could solvent pop on you. So there's a limit and there's a fine line of how much material should go on that vehicle. To me, the least amount, the better. And of course you want to put the amount of clear on that you have, but as far as coverage with colors, to me, the best paint jobs I've ever had the least amount of paint, and then they had the proper amount of clear. All right, so you guys know we've been using the WOLFBOX Air Duster. This is a phenomenal tool that is rechargeable. You do not need an air hose, so it comes in handy, whether you're using it around the shop or even at the house, drying off different projects and blowing off different things around the house. So we are gonna be doing a giveaway. We will open up the box and show you guys what it comes with. Feel free to purchase them anytime you want to, but we are gonna be doing a giveaway in the video. All right, so this is the unit. I'm sure you guys have seen it in the other videos, but this is from WOLFBOX if you haven't. It is a powerful air duster that is rechargeable with the USB-C here on the bottom, and it's got 3 different settings, and it does have different heads for the front of it. I like the long one. They have a couple different short ones that are flat, as well as some to blow up different things around the house. Really comes in handy. I like the holster that my man George got me because I can stick it in here, clip it on my belt, and then take it around the shop or wherever I'm gonna be using it. So a great tool from WOLFBOX. Make sure you get yourself entered in. I'm gonna be giving away 2 of these. It's gonna run around a week. So comment in this video, WOLFBOX, to get yourself entered in to win. All right, so that is the base coat application, and you've seen we only put 1.5 coats on that. That is how the Glazert system is with all of their colors. They've got beautiful coverage on them. But the one thing that I've noticed through the years with the water base is they've changed the way that they've wanted you to apply it. And now with Glazeret, they have it the way that I've always seen that it worked the best. Because once you put water base on a panel and it evaporates, and then you reintroduce another coat, you're gonna trap some of that water in there and it's gonna have a hard time getting out, and that is what was gonna give you the dieback. So if you've ever painted a car with the water base, it looked good, and then it went outside and some type of dew got on that car, it would almost activate that moisture in the base coat and dull out that panel. So that's where I think once you put that 1.5 coats on and it fully comes out, you do not trap anymore. By recoating it, you're gonna have the maximum gloss. So we've got our base coat on the vehicle. We're gonna go in there and hit it with the Luma gun, with the 460, and see if we can shave in it once we're done. So I don't know if I was dreaming or not, but I thought I seen shaving cream on, and I think we could have shaved in that hood. And don't get me wrong, we are leaving factory texture in these panels, but they do have that mirror shine. The hood is a lot flatter because we lay it flat, and most of the OEMs are gonna be slicker than the sides of the vehicle. So when you're spraying your paint, definitely your base and your clear coat. Go by the manufacturer's recommendations. Don't just put extra materials on these parts or these vehicles, because it will tend to die back. You guys seen there, that is a fully baked panel. We touched it, and it's got the recommended 1.2 mils per coat of clear for this recommended application for the OEM. So that is what they want. Check your TDS sheets for what your product recommends for you to apply to that panel, and it's gonna get you the best outcome. So don't think that the more you put on, the better it's gonna look, because you've seen we got a beautiful finish by using the recommended amount. And don't forget to get entered in the giveaway. Make sure you comment WOLFBOX in this video, give it a thumbs up, and you guys will be entered in. We will run it for around a week, and then we'll give 2 of you guys brand new WOLFBOX Air Dusters, and I think you guys will love them. So we'll see you guys on the next one.